The Regional Committee Handbook spells out 2 new rules. While these are rules, they have been set in place not to constrain you, but to make your job easier as a regional committee. The first rule I want to cover is the 20% rule. In the past, we have maintained that a new volunteer must have done a 4th day course. With the rise in population in the contemporary church, which generally hasn't adopted 4th day courses, and the decline in the population of the traditional church, which did adopt it, and the decline in the number of actual courses being run, something had to be done to fill the void created over time. So the Australian Kairos Board adopted the 20% rule. This rule means that a team may be made up to 20% new volunteers who have not had a 4th day experience. This 20% must have an experienced team member assigned to each of them to encourage them to understand the Kairos methods and to mentor them into the role they have been assigned. When you are choosing your mentors, choose people who have been on team a number of times and who've been in a number of roles. Of course, you will encourage those people you have brought in under the 20% rule to attend their own 4th day course as soon as possible, either before or as soon after the short course or weekend as possible. Some people just don't see the need for their own experience, and that's their choice. Once a volunteer has entered Kairos through the mentoring process, they have met the entrance requirements. In effect, the mentored entry into Kairos itself has become their 4th day experience. Now to the 3 on 1 off rule. One of the dynamics the ministry has observed in Australia and overseas is that there is a certain amount of entrenchment and burnout happening in our volunteers. If a person is on team for 18 out of 22 courses, for example, that is a key indicator that the region is not doing enough recruiting, or that that volunteer is owning a role or owning the right to be on team. The rule is that if you have done 3 short courses or weekends, then you must take 1 program off, and this applies across all 3 arms of the ministry. One cannot take a break from the inside short course, for instance, and then be on team for an outside weekend. Depending whether your region has a yearly or 6-monthly course rotation, then a volunteer must respectively have a year or 6 months off. During this time, you would encourage that volunteer having a break from team to do some effective church visits or other recruiting, promotion or fundraising activity. This rule does not apply to regional committee members' involvement in committee meetings. The rule is a stimulus for the regional committee to protect their volunteers from burnout. It also allows new volunteers to gain experience in different roles, and consequently it grows the ministry. And growth is the most critical need in our ministry in Australia today. Till next time.